Alright, what is good, YouTube? It is your boy QDZ. We're back with some more Dragon Ball Legends content. As you can see by the title of the video, you already know where this vid is going. I don't even have to say too much else. We're going to be talking about Bardock in this video. I did pull Bardock. I haven't done any showcases. I have yet to do any DBL showcases on the channel yet. I'm gonna start doing that probably around anniversary, when I'll start showcasing characters and playing the game a little bit more. But I did pull Bardock, and I'll say this: Bardock is a very hype character, and I was almost very tempted to just not summon for him like at all. But I was like, you know, this is Bardock we're talking about here. He's a Saiyan, he's a yellow Saiyan. He's really gonna work well with just about any other Saiyan character and most hybrid Saiyans in the game. So why don't I just throw a little bit at his banner? So I said I'm gonna do one rotation on the banner. One rotation. Second step with the legends rate up, we pulled him. So 2k CC, I pulled Bardock. So I pulled Bardock, watch a couple showcases, play a couple matches, and then I started to realize the problem with Bardock. Now I won't say that it is too much of a problem. It's very niche, right? Like it's just I don't know if they were trying obviously they were trying something new with this character, but with the way that they handled it, I don't think it went how they thought it was gonna go. I brought up a couple points in my head about Bardock that I'm just gonna talk about. It's probably like 2 or 3 points, but I'm just gonna go down the list. We'll get to the big one at the end, but let's start with the first one, and the fact that he is a yellow character. I don't know why he's yellow. I mean, yellow does have a lot of Zenkai buffs. Like he does have the yellow Bardock, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Like yellow Saiyans has a lot of Zenkai buffs, but I really think that this guy should have been red. And I think he should have been targeted at getting Namek Goku out the meta, or he could have been green and targeted at getting Gohan out the meta. One of the two, bro. Making him yellow just puts him on the same team as those guys, and I mean, he is, I guess, threatening as a yellow to someone like Vegito and the Daima Goku, but like, Bardock is a defensive character. He can do damage. He can do really good damage. I've seen it, but overall, he still, even with him being a defensive character, he still can take a hefty amount of damage from even characters like Super Vegito. Super Vegito still does quite the amount of damage to this guy. So I really think that his color being yellow is kind of like an iffy choice. I think green or red would have been a little bit better. In terms of legends that we didn't have, it was yellow, green, and red. So they went with yellow. I think he should have been green or red. But that's just one small point. Nothing too crazy to pick at with Bardock. That's honestly like one of the least of my worries right now. So point number 2, right? His kit, like, all of his buffs, all of his kit, everything here is good, right? Z ability's good. Z ability's good. LF, all that good stuff. Green card's good. What they did with the legend thing is they wanted to make legend action, and they wanted to make it unique to the legend character. But Bardock doesn't have that. His activation is on the low area, so low to high, and he gets 50 ki and he cancels enemy buff effects. I don't know how useful this is. I don't know if anybody that's used Bardock has found this to be any useful, because when you use a legend action, the combo is over. Like, so cancel enemy buff effects, I mean, okay, they switch out and they get buffs back. I don't key plus 50. Like I don't see the point in this. I think this is useless. They did do it to where like, oh, there's a defeated battle member draw special move arts next, but it's like, bro, like why? This is another thing. Bardock's kit, a lot of his kit is like hefty on the defeated battle member thing, and I know that's like just a Bardock thing, like defeated battle member. Like I get the theme that they're going for, but it's like you're locking the best part of his legend action behind a defeated battle member. Like, do you realize Bardock is supposed to be the one to be taking the hits on the team? So like, in theory, if you were playing perfectly with Bardock and 2 other characters, he's the one that's taking all the hits and nobody else on your team is really dying. So this effectively is just kind of useless in that scenario. Obviously, there's going to be times where you're going to be fighting and one of your allies is going to go down, but if this guy is supposed to be a defensive character and you want him to take all the big hits, the likelihood of one of your characters going down is way less likely, especially when this guy is going to be ran with characters like Namek Goku, Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegito, characters that have endurance, characters that have revive, characters that have comeback, characters that have rescue and save and all that stuff that keeps them from dying. And then on top of that, you want Bardock to take the big hits on the team. So it's like something like this doesn't even become useful until like 100 and something counts into the match, and by then it might not even matter anymore. So it's just like, this is dumb, man. I don't. It's like you could have given this to any character in the game, bro. This right here doesn't need to be a legend action. Like this is what I was talking about in the previous video about how they handled the legend characters and how Legends Limited should still be a thing and legend characters should be like very, very special, because at some point they're gonna run out of things to do with the legend action, because so far the legend action has just been area changes. It's been low to high, high to low. Okay, I get a blue card. Okay, I get an ultimate. Okay, I get a blue card. Bardock doesn't get any of that until he has a defeated battle member. So on the next legend character, what is their legend action gonna be? Say we get the next character is Legend Frieza. I'm assuming it's gonna be low to high or high to low, and he's gonna draw a blue card or an ultimate. Like, that's not unique. It's not special. The first 2 characters that got it, Vegito and Piccolo, that I could agree with was unique. But then Daima Goku got the same thing, and now Bardock essentially has the same thing, just locked behind a defeated battle member. Like, if they really wanted to make this special, they could have given him like, on legend action he can continue the combo and then he draws a blue card, or he can, I don't even know, just anything but the same thing that every other character has. On top of that, he's a defensive unit, bro. Like, he could have, instead of the key plus 50, why doesn't he just get like health? Why doesn't he just get like 25% HP and then cancel buff effects? The key plus 50 is useless because you can't even continue the combo. So I don't see a point in him getting key, and then this being locked behind the defeated battle. It's just, that's dumb. It's dumb. it's just, I don't understand that. I really think they did Bardock a little bit dirty with that, but we're not even done. We're not even close to done, bro. We're about to get to the main course, bro. The main course of this character. Now I'm gonna give Tony his flowers, bro. He wanted to try something new, so I can't really bash him for it too much. But at the same time, what is this, bro? What is this, bro? Like, when I first saw some showcases and I first started using Bardock, I thought this was going to be like one of the craziest things in the game, because it was almost like he's got indefinite indestructible and he's just invincible. That's what I thought. That's what everybody thought. Then you get in game and then you realize that, you know, his gauge charges pretty fast, especially when the allies get hit. His gauge charges pretty fast. Okay, but once he gets a release type, he gets the indestructible, and I'm confused as to why you would give a character indestructible, but they're still gonna take damage. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I would so much rather Bardock just have regular indestructible and not whatever this is, like Goku and Bardock, Omega, Piccolo. I would rather him just have that type of indestructible, bro, because this right here is just, it's not it, bro. He gets indestructible at full HP, and then he still can get, I don't want to say one shot, but in quotation marks, he can still get one shot even in indestructible form. He gets hit by a big attack in indestructible form. Sure, he's not going to die, but as soon as that indestructible runs out and all of his health has been taken away because of that hit, you can just kill him. Essentially, you can punch through his indestructible. So for whatever reason, if you think because you're last man standing on Bardock that you're going to survive, if you get in a situation where you're going against Vegito, you're going against Gohan, you're going against Gogeta, and you're last man standing Bardock, and the other enemy has at least 2 or more characters on their team, they are going to punch through your indestructible. There's no Bardock. I forgot to mention this, but Bardock has like little to no disrupt in his kit at all. He has arts costs on area change. I think he has arts costs when he's getting hit. I think it's probably in his unique ability somewhere that he has increased arts costs on getting hit. Let me see. He does have sub count manipulation as well. Yeah, when hit by enemies arts or area change, all enemies arts cost plus 10. That's okay, but it's like, as a defensive character, you would expect like immediate disrupt. All arts cost plus 10 for 5 counts is not really enough, bro. A defensive character like this, you're expecting immediate disrupt. I'm expecting him to come in the field, destroy 2 cards, minus 50 key, plus the indestructible. That's what a defensive type character is. A defensive type character gets ally sub count minus 10 on Awaken Arts and Rising Rush, and not ally sub count minus 3. You know what I mean? Like, and then on top of that, bro, like, dude, the fact that he takes damage in his indestructible set is so stupid to me. I would rather his gauge charge much slower if it meant that he didn't take damage in the indestructible state. Like, keep the gauge, keep the enemies taking hits if it meant that he did not take damage in his indestructible state. That would be an effective trade-off, because he can pop his release gauge like 3-4 times in a match. I've seen it, right? You take hits, your allies take hits. You come in with Bardock, he has his indestructible. By the time you switch out with Bardock and you switch back in with Bardock, more than likely, if you've taken even a little bit of hits, you're gonna have your indestructible back up. But it does not matter, because he's still gonna take hits. Now, obviously, when he gets below, once his indestructible runs out, he does heal, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Not to mention there's characters that disrupt healing. Trunks has the thing where you can't heal past a certain limit. Like, I don't know, man. They did Bardock a little dirty, and I don't want to complain too much, because I feel like this could be a thing where, like, in the future this guy can become somewhat way more useful than what he is right now. I don't think he's like the most terrible character ever. Like, I honestly think, like, I was bashing on his color earlier, but like with him being a yellow character and like purple being like kind of like a okay color right now, I think he does have some usefulness with that. But as a defensive character with no immediate disrupt, your legend action is bad. Like I said, no immediate disrupt in the gauge. I mean, you having indestructible, still taking damage. He's also not like the craziest defensive character ever. If there's other characters that are just better defensively, in my opinion, than him. I think Gohan's better defensively. Vegito might be better defensively, honestly. Super Saiyan 4 Goku might be better defensively. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they could do to change this guy and make him any better than what he already is. I know sometimes they like to give characters unique equips a little bit after they come out, but like, what would you even put on a unique equip for this guy? Like, what would you put on a unique equip for Bardock to make him better? Probably Disrupt. I would say that's the best you can do, is more Disrupt. I would say you can't really touch his gauge. He already starts with 50% of the gauge, so unless you want to give him 70% for whatever reason, I mean, you could do that, but it's not necessary. I don't know how you would fix this character, bro. I feel like this whole thing was really just a fail. Like, I applaud Tawny for trying, but I don't think this was really the move. Other than that, man, I think Bardock is I don't know how long he's gonna last. He might not even make it to part 3 of Anniversary. I don't know if many people summon for him. Currently I'm saving for Anniversary. I don't care what comes out between now and then. It's gonna have to be like Legend Gogeta Blue or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Vegeta. Like, it's gonna have to be like a fusion or like some type of UI Goku or Evolution Blue Vegeta, a Super Saiyan 4. Like, it's gonna have to be something crazy between now and Anniversary for me to summon. But like, anything else, I'm not gonna summon. All I can hope for is that whoever's part 1 for Anniversary, part 2, part 3, I'm hoping that they work well with Bardock and they like kind of hide some of his flaws, I guess. I feel like Bardock's flaws don't really warrant the need of a team though. It's more just himself. His legend action sucks, his disrupt sucks, his gauge is like okay at best. It really gets on my nerves that he still takes damage in an indestructible state, because no other character does that. And I know it's like you have to pop the other characters indestructible, but like, would that be too OP for him to not take damage while he's in the indestructible, even at full HP? Like, just make the release gauge go faster. I don't know, like, if you would think that was too OP, then you have to fix how fast it takes for you to get the gauge and how fast it runs out. I don't think that's an issue. I feel like that makes it so much better. Him taking damage while he's in an indestructible state is utterly useless, bro. It's essentially just like having revive. Like, it's no different than having a revive, and even then you can just punch through it. You can't punch through a revive. You can punch through this indestructible. Other characters, you cannot punch through their indestructible. Their indestructible does not really wear off until you stop comboing. With Bardock, it wears off in the middle of the combo and you just kill him. So, I don't know, man. Let me know your thoughts down below. I hope I wasn't too hard on Bardock. I genuinely love Bardock. I'm still going to continue to use him and try him on different teams. But, I don't know, man. I think they failed him a little bit, just in general. And the way that they're handling these legend characters, I'm going to be the first to say it, bro. I don't think they're handling it well. I think they should have stuck with... They should have made this a new rarity and stuck with the Legends Limited, bro. But people will call me crazy for saying that. But that's... I mean, if you look at how they're handling this, I don't think you can argue against me, bro. Especially with the legend action. Like, this is not unique at all, bro. You could give this to any character in the game and it would not make a difference, bro. Like, what is the point behind the legend character besides the ink animations and the legend action? That this is not even unique. It's just the ink animations, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater. I don't know, bro. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, man. Do you like Bardock? Is he a WL? Whatever your thoughts. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.